Visit us on the web at kingbrookruralwater.com. Be rid of your water problems and have great tasting water with just a twist of your wrist. Kingbrook is an equal opportunity employer and provider. Call Jesse Vincent Construction for all of your excavating needs in Arlington. We specialize in excavation, sewer, and water line installation and repair, new construction, and all of your additional dirt work needs. Jesse Vincent Construction is proud to support the Arlington boys and girls basketball teams. Call Jesse at 605-203-0149. Go Cardinals! Heartland Energy delivers power with purpose, reliable wholesale power, as well as an array of services to the city of Arlington and surrounding communities. We strive to be a partner of choice to our customers. With our dedication to service and energy solutions taking the forefront of operations every day, Heartland Energy offers a number of programs to help our customers grow and thrive. From economic development incentives to energy efficiency rebates, Heartland Energy is your trusted partner. We would like to wish the Arlington Cardinals the best of luck this year. King Brothers Heating and Cooling is a proud sponsor of the Arlington Cardinals. We are local customer service and local technicians based right in Volga, Arlington, and DeSmet. To learn more, call us today at 1-866-45-FIBER or visit us online at www.valleyfibercom.com.
Good evening, folks, and what will be our last broadcast to this year in Arlington, as we've got a play-in Region 2B game here tonight as Arlington Cardinals welcome in the Oldham, Ramona, Rutland Raiders. First off, Arlington Cardinals, the girls played Castlewood on Saturday and fell to them. I believe that was a 48-52 final, so their season ends up just 2 games short of the state tournament. As for tonight's game, Arlington comes in with a 2-18 record. Their wins are against the Sioux Falls Lutheran team and this Oldham Ramona Rutland team, where they beat them by 10 points earlier in the season. Seen mostly a man, sometimes they'll see a 2-3 zone defensive look for Arlington, and then kind of just a motion offense with a ball screen for a pick and roll, and then kind of getting everybody else moving, seeing if we can get some backdoor cuts. Currently on an 11-game losing streak. They have not won at home this year, so looking to not only win at home but keep their postseason dreams alive here tonight. The winner of this game will play DeSmet. So we'll go over both these teams when they matched up with DeSmet earlier in the season. First, we'll start with Arlington. They lost 19-66 against DeSmet in the regular season, and that game tomorrow night will be at 6:30 in DeSmet. I'm sorry. 6? 6
Tune in at 6 and you won't miss it.
5:30 or 6. I can't remember for that one. But big thing for the Cardinals tonight, they go about 3 deep in their bench. So you gotta stay out of foul trouble. You gotta play hard, play good defense, trust yourself and your shooting abilities, but more importantly than anything else, stay out of foul trouble. As for the Raiders, they come in with a 1-19 record. Their only win was to Sioux Falls Lutheran. Just for reference, Arlington beat Sioux Falls Lutheran by 25 points. ORR just beat them by 1 point. Mainly going to see a half-court man-to-man look from ORR. They lost to DeSmet 25-86 in the regular season. They come in with a 9-game losing streak. But I tell you what, Evan and Blake, Miles, and Paxton off the bench as well are going to have their hands full with 6'5". I got to find him in the roster here. There he is. Thank you. Caden Hoyer, junior center, big threat down low, getting offensive rebounds, which we've seen. Sometimes Arlington struggling to find that body.
Yep.
And get those defensive rebounds, stopping the second chance points. So we'll kind of see how that progresses throughout the night.
Yeah, and it will be interesting. We've seen it go both ways with this Arlington men's team here. Blake does such a good job. We'll talk about the positives first, and then we'll talk about we'll start with the good, go with the bad, and then we'll kind of give you the in-between, right? So the good is Blake has one of the best instincts that we've seen as far as blocks and being able to time that verticality and use that to his advantage, right? He's not always the tallest guy out there, but he does such a fantastic job of using that timing and athleticism to get up there and block and contest those shots. So he is a presence in the post. He might not be listed at 6'5", but he plays like he's 6'5". So that's the positive. Can he match that? He did a fairly good job. Obviously, they got the win against in that very first game matchup against ORR. So can they match that? Can they use that same kind of formula to come out and start early here against these Raiders? Now the bad is we've seen him get into that foul trouble, some frustration fouls at times, and then sometimes when you see somebody take the physicality to him early, and that's tough for anybody, not just Blake, anybody. When you get it's which center, which big man's going to establish that physical play down low early. So it's going to be an interesting contest, but Blake is for sure up to it. And then for the Raiders, can they utilize that, right? Like you said, offensive rebounds. We see a lot of that weakness when they're in that 2-3 zone, right? And that's tough because, again, you're focused on your zone. All of a sudden, shot goes up. Now you got to find a man, right? So it's almost a quick switch to a man-to-man defense because you got to put a body on a body, right? Man-to-man. We'll see what kind of defense they start out in here. It'll be interesting to see what kind of strategy they have cooked up. Can they replicate what they did and continue? And, hey, it's playoffs. Yeah. One win's a win. We'll take it, and anything can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll take a quick break, get national anthem and lineups for you, and then we'll be back for tip-off.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please stand and remove cover and celebrate our nation's colors in honor of those that gave their lives for our freedom, those who came forward and those that have been stated. Those in attendance to remind us of proper respect and to remove any headgear and stand at attention with your hand over your heart. Retired military and active duty personnel out of uniform may salute the flag. Please remain at attention until the flag has been retired. Tonight's anthem is being performed by the Arlington High School Band under the direction of Kelly Ramona. Now, this is Rutland, the Oldham and Rutland Raiders. Hannah Moon, Kylie Seacard, Ruby Pickard, Emma Powell, Anita Hughes, Stuart Cody, Daniel Knapp, Now to be good for the Raiders. At guard in the 8th grade, number 2, Lloyd Hewlett. At guard in the sophomore, number 11, Garrett West. At forward in the sophomore, number 12, Keenan Laughlin. At center in the junior, number 22, Keenan Hoyer. At forward in the freshman, number 24, Cooper Raiders. At forward in the sophomore, number 25, Billy Anderson. At guard in the sophomore, number 30, Nicholas Price. At forward in the freshman, number 34, Friday Hanson. At forward in the senior, number 42, Addison Stewart. And at center, and the freshman, number 44, Lucas Wall. And now the starters. At forward in the sophomore, number 0, Blake Hanson. At guard in the senior, number 10, David Garrett. At guard in the senior, number 13, James Delaney. At forward in the senior, number 15, Ryan Snyder. At center in the junior, number 22, Keenan Boyer. Assistant coach for 1260, head coach of the Raiders, Ramona. And now the cheerleaders for the Arlington Cardinals. Sergi Richards. Lorena Newstar. Dakota Flannery. Nathan Oldham. And Kenny Stewart. Cheer coach in Holly Philly. And now the reserves for the Cardinals. At forward is the junior, number 0, Cole Hanson. At guard is the sophomore, number 1, Rutland Boston. At guard is the freshman, number 3, Jake Burns. At guard is the sophomore, number 4, Lance Kaufman. At guard is the freshman, number 5, Patrick Wolf. At guard is the sophomore, number 10, Lewis Mark Carstad. At forward is the freshman, number 12, Miles Anderson. At forward is the sophomore, number 20, Peter Stubb. At forward is the junior, number 31, Mateo Pacetti. And at center is the sophomore, number 33, Dante Reed. And your starters, we are Arlington Cardinals. At guard, their junior, number 2, Riley Miller. At guard is the junior, number 13, Tyler Baker. At guard is the junior, number 15, James Jefferson. At forward is the junior, number 23, Blake Hanson. And at forward is the junior, number 24, Evan Foster. Assistant coach, Kyle Whitmire, head coach of the Cardinals.
And just before tip-off here, the Smiths game tomorrow will be at 6 o'clock. I also want to welcome back our color commentator after his about 3-week hiatus of vocal maintenance days.
That's a good way of putting it, actually. I appreciate that. Seems like a valid reason to be gone. Yeah, I miss being here. Sad this is our last game, but I think we're in for a good one. Going to be exciting. We'll keep you folks at home excited, hopefully. Be a little entertaining. And I was about to say we're off, but oh, now we're off.
Blake gets the opening tip, but falls into the Raiders' hands.
2-3 zone early here. Look, defense rebounding rather is going to be key now.
Inside runner is good from Schneider.
Good job going high post early, causing Blake to commit to that. Nice little floater. Good finish there in traffic.
Blake getting the matchup he likes down low, and he'll take advantage of it and tie it right back up. Arlington maybe a little bit of a press here.
Oh, nice interception by Riley.
Finds Evan into Madsen. Stolen by Hansen. And Garles will bring it up. Inside to Schneider. He'll take a floater, no good. Long rebound finds Miller. Over to Bacon. Back out to Miller. They're going to get called for a travel there. Went for the head fake and faked himself out, I guess.
And they call that the salsa crossover. Can't take that many steps before moving with the ball. It is a beautiful dance move, though.
Garrels with it. Lobs it. Schneider finds it. Devaney can't get the baseline jumper to fall. Madsen with the rebound. Bacon will set up the Arlington offense.
This press has been a little chaotic here for the Raiders. Caught in some issues in the. It's almost like a three-quarters court press. It's hard to describe. Another good look here for Blake with the matchup.
Double team, and it will draw a foul.
Now, something Arlington, you're going to see them go to this quite a bit. Obviously, it was very effective early, and it still is looking effective. They're having to crash now with that pick and roll because they're switching. So all of a sudden, Caden Big Man is out on a guard up top. He crashed that time. Look for that easy kick out to Riley Miller for a nice little three look.
Giles picks up the foul, his first of the night. First foul we've seen all night. Madsen unable to hit the first. Hansen will take a seat. Morager in for him. Second one no good. Evan can't quite hang on to it. And the Raiders back the other way. Garrels with it in the corner. Skip pass. Swung around back to Garrels. He'll try a three. No good. Fonseca with the rebound. Bacon will bring it up. Stevenson with it on the wing. Into Madsen. Madsen can't get it to fall. Devaney with the rebound. He'll bring it up for the Raiders. Devaney over to Morager. Gerald's with it. Nice find. Hoyer can't quite get it to fall. Schneider gets the rebound. He can't get it to fall.
Oh.
Nice hustle play from Morager, but Arlington gets it. Thought they might have numbers.
Oh.
Bacon's three-pointer is no good. Rebound goes long and out of bounds.
The Raiders have gotten a couple looks inside that I think they like. They obviously converted on the first one. Haven't been able to finish. But the thing that's a little worrisome early is there's been a scramble for the last couple of rebound possessions. And Arlington has kind of come away pretty fortunate with those, not allowing too many easy second chance points, but you don't want to make a habit of that here throughout the night.
Hoyer inside, can't get it to fall. Nice tip, though, on his shot. Gyers can't get it. And Morager is going to get draw a foul, excuse me. They're going to say it was on the ground, though, after the offensive rebound.
And again, another second chance opportunity for the Raiders here. That's 2-2 possessions.
Pooler in here for the Raiders.
Might be in a man-to-man here.
Yeah, usually we see Arlington switch to that man-to-man. Say no tip on that. Arlington's ball. Usually when we get a inbound underneath, we'll see Arlington switch to that man-to-man. Look for him to be back in that 2-3 zone next possession.
That's a good switch up, and maybe that's something where they'll continue to switch that up. A nice tip there by the Raiders. That's the right look, though. That pick and roll, it was clean. Just good, good active hands there by the big man for the Raiders. But that's the matchup they want. Is Blake down low on any? I mean, even against Caden, you kind of like that look. Oh, it didn't reestablish. And we've seen Blake already go at the big man, but obviously they want to get him against one of those equally sized or lesser sized guards.
Stewart comes in for Schneider, and Gyro's back in for Devaney for the Raiders. Arlington yet to go to that bench. It looks like it almost looks like we're seeing a 1-2-1 here from Arlington for the zone. Or a 1-2-2, excuse me, for that full court zone, and then they drop back into that 2-3.
You were right about that 2-3. Good patience there by Caden down low. Got Blake up with the pump fake and put it in for the easy deuce.
Stevenson with it at the wing. He'll try his three, and it's good.
That's a big shot, and again, with how much they've been aggressive down low early, they're committing to that, and they're letting them have a lot of space on that three-point line. Oh, yep.
Cooler is going to get called for the travel. Antonin checking in for Fonseca. I take that back. I don't know if this is an actual full court press that I've seen before, but it almost looks like Arlington's full court is a 2-1-2.
Hey.
But it's working. It's flustering the Raiders a little bit. Now, it'd just be nice if Arlington could capitalize on the offensive zone as well.
I'll tell you what, I'm no expert. Obviously, you guys that have listened throughout the season. But as long as those numbers add up to 5, that's all that matters. So 2-1-2, we'll take it.
A handful of offensive rebounds and second chance points. Arlington can't quite get the bucket to fall. And the Raiders back the other way. Gyros almost loses it. Cooler now with it. Back over to Gyros. He'll drive baseline. Nice find into Hoyer, and Bacon's going to get called for the reach. Or the push, or whatever they want to call it. I guess a reach isn't a foul anymore. But
you're really getting loose here at this last game. What in the world? Whatever they want to call it. Hey, and that's the look that the Raiders want, right? That's perfect. And a good job in the corner there, by number 10 there. Used his eyes. He kind of got ready to float up top, thinking he was going to get it, and then dumped it really quick to the big man down low. That's going to cause a lot of problems for this Cardinal defense, especially in that 2-3.
Lobbed out. Cooler with it. He'll drive. Jumper is good for Morager. And the Raiders take back the lead. Madsen drives.
Oh,
can't quite finish. Schneider with the rebound, back the other way. Gyros with it. Into the corner, three-point. Two-pointer.
They gave him, foot's on the line.
Good from Hansen.
Still a great shot, great ball movement, caught them lacking a man on defense.
Madsen, back out to Bacon. Baseline jumper, no good, and
we got a wedgie.
There we go.
We got a wedgie. Is that our first of the season?
For you, it might be. Yeah,
I think so.
Be.
I'll tell you what, folks. There's two plays I love in basketball. It's a clean charge, where it energizes a team. The guy took a big hit and it pays off, and a good old wedgie. Because I'll tell you what, sometimes getting the good old wedgie right in the corner there is harder than making a shot. So props to Tommy Bacon for being fearless in that situation.
And the wedgie gives us a held ball, possession arrow in favor of Arlington.
Oh.
So they get it back. Paxton inside. And it's not the prettiest hook shot, but I tell you what, it is effective.
It's a bit of a bull in the china shop. He just puts his head down. He'd be a great maybe we need to try him out at fullback this next year. I don't know, but he just puts his head down, man. But he got the finish, and he's been effective. It's not like a one-time trick deal either.
No.
He's gotten that finish quite a bit. We've watched a lot of his JV, a lot of his varsity experience. He gets that thing to go. Good aggressive move there by Paxton in the post.
Burns with it up top. Down low to Antonin. Baseline hook, no good.
That's a good look, though. They're kind of soft contesting in the post. They're not really committed, which is, you know what, they're not going to fall for the pump fake, right? Deep three. Oh, man. Feeling it from deep. The Raiders put another three through the net.
Stevenson with it at the wing. Trying to find Antonin. He was there, but Hoyer's long arms to get the steal. Hoyer inside. Bullying his way to the free throw line.
And we talked about that, right? Is he going to come out? How are the Raiders going to come out aggressively in the post and establish that? That's going to be really tough, again, with that size mismatch. If you commit to that, and it is exhausting, don't get me wrong. You can't just do it all the time, every single play. But if you commit to that early and often, you're going to get this team into foul trouble, or you're just going to wear them down, especially in the rebound department, too. Can they continue that? He gets 2 free throw attempts here for his efforts.
Antonin gets the foul called there. His first of the night. 3rd team foul for Arlington. Hoyer can't get either of them to fall. So, not a bad foul, all in all. Bacon will bring it back. Finds Antonin. He'll try a 3.
Oh.
No good. Madsen, though, gets the offensive board. Out to Bacon. Antonin. Screen from Paxton. Swung around to Bacon. Inside to Madsen. And I believe Hansen's going to be getting the foul called here. Miller will come in for Burns for Arlington.
Nothing really dramatic in the foul category yet. Still kind of playing that tightrope. Second quarter is going to be big to see how clean they can perform on the defensive end for both teams.
Miller's corner 3 goes long. Paxton gets the offensive rebound. He can't get it to fall.
Great hustle by Paxton. Just couldn't quite get the finish. Those hustle plays will continue to start to really pay off here down the stretch.
Hansen into Hoyer, trying to drop down to Schneider. Schneider can't get it to fall. Hoyer's put back, no good. And with all those bodies down there, I would not think Bacon is the one to come down with it, but...
No. Oh, almost. Oh, go back.
Paxton
there we
right
go.
Back up with it.
And they'll pay. I told you, man, they're going to pay off. Great hustle. Oh, just about got the steal. And right, like you said, Tommy Bacon's not the one you would think, but so often he does tend to be that guy that comes up with those type of hustle plays. And that's just his style of play and the effort that he gives night in and night out.
A nice up and under from Hoyer. Gets that bucket to go. And in with it. He'll drive. His runner's good. Time winding down, Bacon. 3-pointer at the buzzer, no good. 11-13, Raiders with a 2-point lead after 1.
Are you worried how 2020 has impacted your teen's social development? We are too. Want to know what might help? Participating in the performing arts in high school. It's been hard being a teenager recently. Hard to cope, hard to keep up, hard not to feel like you're missing out. Everything's different and nobody knows what's next. Encouraging your son or daughter to participate in performing arts can really help. Those are high school activities like band, orchestra, choir, theater, speech, and debate. They'll make new friends, develop confidence, and feel the satisfaction of being part of a team. Participation in the performing arts aren't a cure-all, and they certainly won't make the pandemic go away. But they will make the teenagers in your family feel like they're part of something special. This message presented by the NFHS and the South Dakota High School Activities Association.
Raiders will start with the ball here in this second quarter. Close game here, 2-point game. We saw, both teams got nice buckets in that in the first possessions. Struggled a little bit about the middle of that quarter, and then really started pouring it on there as Hoyer can't get that one to fall. Miller with the rebound. Started to pour it on in the back half of that first quarter. See if they carry that into the second quarter here. Madsen with it. Spin. Hoyer reads it though. Paxton tips it. Devaney though gets the rebound. Oh, loose ball. Gyro's able to pick it up. His 3-pointer no good. But Hoyer right there. Ball didn't go in. I thought it went in from my angle, but.
Oh, really? I should. No comment.
I should double check my vision there.
That one, no, not quite. But again, you can kind of get away with a shot like that when you got a 6'5" player down low playing that and working that post area. And so far tonight, at least not consistently, Arlington has not really been able to match that presence as far as rebounding and kind of shutting down those second chance opportunities. Caden has done a fantastic job working in the post.
Long rebound. Going to be a held ball here. It'll be Arlington ball. We might have a little bit of a wet spot here on the court. Fonseca picking up his second foul for Arlington. So 4 team fouls, 2 for Fonseca, and then 2 total fouls for the Raiders as well.
And that's a big hit again, right? Because the 2 main, we talk about the 2 main contributors, and kind of the I guess the veteran guys on this team would be Evan and Blake, right, in the post. They're going to be the primary defenders. You're going to have to really put a lot of pressure on Paxton and Miles here in the post now to kind of make up for those losses here and kind of his limited play probably down the stretch.
Madsen inside.
There it is.
It's good.
Nice. And that, again, just the way him and even Paxton tonight has played, the way they play above, I can't quite say above the rim, right? NBA, that would be the kind of the verbiage there, but the way they just play much higher than their height is listed. They play at like a 6'2", 6'3" level with how far they get up and just their vertical ability there. Nice little floater there, puts it in, keeps the lead at 3.
Miller trying to find Paxton on the pick and roll, just a little too high. The Raiders ball here.
Oh.
Antonin with the steal. Reverse lay-in, no good. Gets his own rebound. Can't quite get it to fall. Bacon with it. Finds its way to Madsen, no good. Still loose underneath. Schneider is going to come out with it for the Raiders.
Great hustle, just couldn't quite. That's so close. But that's what you want to see, right? Because early on we were talking about how much the Raiders are getting these second chance opportunities. Now the Cardinals are starting to even the score. Oh! The so often early game block from Blake Madsen there. He makes it so tough on that dribble drive to even put up even kind of, try to do that kind of early floater kind of a look to kind of avoid that. He just gets up so high and times that so well.
Garrels with it up top. Screen from Hoyer. Garrels' jumper is well short. Antonin with the rebound. Has it poked loose from behind though with Schneider. And Garrels will bring it up. Set the Raiders offense up. Hansen in the corner. Nice find inside to Schneider. Good body positioning. Hoyer gets the offensive rebound. And the Raiders starting a little bit of a run here. Bacon with it. Looking into Madsen. Madsen, 3 Raiders on him. Nice kick out to Bacon. Burns trying to lob it into Madsen. Tip though, and Hansen back the other way. Garrels with it. Devaney. Hansen 3. No good. Stephenson had the rebound. Tipped loose, I think, by Schneider down there for the Raiders, and it will be Arlington ball.
Both teams showing incredible hustle on the offensive boards here. It's going to be a huge factor here, I think, in the second half. And we'll give you the stats at halftime, but I'm really curious where those numbers will fall here in the first half.
Stephenson over to Bacon. Bacon will drive, kicks it out to Madsen. Madsen over to Burns, back into Madsen. Can't quite get it to fall. And I'm going to say last touch by the Raiders. It'll stay Arlington ball.
And one thing I've been really impressed with this Cardinals offense, and again, I haven't been keeping great track, but I would say they've only attempted about 4 or 5 3-pointers. Everything else has been exactly in that red area. There really has been no in-between. They have committed to attacking and overloading this painted area on the offensive end here.
Travel will be called here from the Raiders. So it'll be Arlington's ball, and that will reset the shot clock as well. Oh, almost there. Couldn't quite get it to Madsen. And Hansen will bring it back the other way for the Raiders.
And that's the right look on that. They committed hard to because they were committed to the 3-point shot there. Blake had the nice roll, just couldn't quite get it inside.
Coolers 3, no good. Arlington back the other way. Bacon Over to Burns. Stevenson in the corner. Finds Antonin off the screen. Antonin's
Nice.
reverse lay-in is good.
Ooh, nice up and under. Finishes in traffic. Great shot by the youngin.
Pooler. Deep 2, no good from Morager. Bacon with it. He'll drive baseline, and he'll draw the foul. So
Right.
Hoyer commit to that pick and roll. Bacon saw the wide open baseline, and he'll go to line.
And that's really smart. That's basketball IQ, right? You hear that term thrown around a lot. It's hard to put into tangible words or stuff, but that's what that is, right? You know you're running a similar look over and over, right? They're continually moving the ball around, they're swinging around, and they're looking for that wing screen on the post. It's not a secret. Everybody knows it. ORR knows it. So how many times can they get beat on that, right? How many times can Blake aggressively back down and get that mismatch before all of a sudden they're committing? He's like, oh, he knows it's coming, so he starts to edge over and over and over, and all of a sudden, boom, he has that baseline drive. That's a really, really smart play by Tommy and gets the foul call.
No good on the second. Schneider with it. Tip by Bacon. Can't quite save it, though.
And again, these plays add up. This is the plays over the course of a game, the small plays, the little things, the little stats that add up, those hustle stats that will win you or lose you a game like this.
Bacon pokes it loose, but he can't get it. And Pooler's drive is going to draw a foul here. I believe the foul is going to be called on Madsen.
So as well.
His first of the night, I do believe.
Yep.
Yes. 5th team foul for Arlington. So still 2 to give there, about 3.5 left here before half.
That's a pretty good spot to be in, right? Obviously, you might give up 1 or 2 here towards the end, and a little bit of aggressive looks here from the Raiders. But so far, so good. They've done a really good job. And that was right at worry. We talked about that a little bit pregame with the size, right? Sometimes you get a little too aggressive and you try to establish yourself and you make some silly fouls. They've done a pretty good job, obviously giving up a couple early offensive rebounds and second chance looks. So they've done a pretty good job here cleaning it up here in the second quarter.
Pooler goes 2 for 2 from the three-point line. And a timeout will be called here from Oldham Ramona Rutland. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Valley Fibercom is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast. Valley Fibercom is your new local provider for telephone, digital TV, and broadband internet service in the community of Arlington. Stop by our office at 209 Kassan Avenue in Volga or 209 Calumet Avenue in DeSmet and pick your services. Our staff will be on hand to answer your questions and show you why Valley Fibercom should be your provider of choice. Call us today at 1-866-45-FIBER.
Raiders have extended their lead by 3 points here as they now lead by 5. Just over 3 minutes left here in the second quarter. You've seen this press has been off and on. You know, with Arlington, sometimes it's given the Raiders a fast break look, but then sometimes they're getting those passes that, you know, are a little bit risky and that's leading to turnovers, and Pooler drives right down the heart of the defense.
Off the bench, that's great presence. Didn't panic, didn't rush things, took his time, found the open lane, and takes it coast to coast for the most part there. Nice play.
Farstad over to Stevenson. Bacon with it. Jumper, no good. Loose ball gathered up by Devaney. Garrels. 3, no good. Long rebound, Farstad with it.
Ooh.
Trying to find Paxton. Garrels with it for the Raiders. Go baseline. Finds Hoyer. Pooler over to Garrels. He'll try a 3. No good. Madsen with it. Stevenson bringing it up for the Cardinals. The drive, hands it off to Madsen. Madsen can get it to fall, but Hoyer is going to pick up the foul. Don't know if he agrees with it, but looks like he had the hand on the hip. Most of the time that's going to get you that push.
I'll tell you what, when my work calls and tells me I got to go work, I don't always agree with it, but I got to do it anyway. It is what it is. Foul call, 2 attempts here for Blake.
Madsen can't get it. First one to fall.
And unofficially, I say that because it gets me off the hook if I'm wrong. Unofficially, I don't believe the Cardinals have made a free throw shot yet tonight. Which is a huge hindrance if that's the case. And if the case, it's very few. We'll just go with that.
Yeah.
For sure. There we get one to fall there. I just need to jinx that reverse there. But that's been huge because they've been able to get to the line. They've had some nice attempts. They've been aggressive in the post. Just haven't been able to convert on those free throw attempts.
Hoyer was one that picked up the foul, his first for the Raiders. 4th team foul as we're back the other way. Going to get a held ball. Oldham, Ramona, Rutland with the possession arrow.
And great hustle again. I'll tell you what, regardless of the outcome of this game, these Raiders are going to be having nightmares of Tommy Bacon all over the place, poking and prodding and tipping balls all over. He has been all over the place on the defensive end.
Hoyer inside, up and under. He's going to get him a chance for a 3-point play. Some might say the old-fashioned way.
Old-fashioned.
Kind of like to think of it as the post way. It was the only way I was making 3 points in high school.
The only real way. And that's tough. He's got with him that he's not just Blake, but he's gotten the Cardinals defense a couple times, and they've just been patient. That's the one thing you've seen throughout the game on the defensive and offensive end is patience from the Raiders. They don't jump for really any pump fakes. They contest you pretty solidly. They're not going to jump for much. They're just going to trust their size, and they're going to put their hands up and play that way and play fundamentally sound.
Madsen's second foul. Hoyer unable to make the and one. Stevenson will drive. Runner no good. Devaney with the rebound for the Raiders. And Pooler will bring it up. Hoyer inside. And loose ball. I think that's an Antonin steal there. As Miller will bring it up over to Bacon. Calling for the pick and roll. Stevenson with it. He'll try a 3. No good. And bounces out before Fonseca gets a chance at saving it. Pooler with it. Over to Devaney, inside to Hoyer. And another pump fake, leading to another 2 points.
And again, just the patience. He knows he's going to get his looks. He's taking his time. He's making the Cardinal defense jump up in the air, get out of position. Greatly increases your chance at a foul call.
Bacon will drive. Tried to kick it out to Antonin. Going to say tipped by the Raiders. Bacon trying to find Antonin. Going to be stolen, but he steals it right back. Finds Miller. Miller for 3.
Hey!
It's good.
I thought his foot was pretty close. I was looking to see if they made the 3 call officially. Oh, another steal.
You're going to say, I think this one's going to be on the ground. It will only be the 5th team foul, so
just under 5 seconds here.
Will be under bounds. You're looking for something to get off somewhat quick.
And I'll tell you what, maybe look for that inbound play they ran earlier, the double screen where they have the roll. That post player was wide open. Maybe look to that again.
Time winding down. Tip. Devaney's half court. No good. 19-26. Your halftime score. Raiders up by 7.
Valley Fibercom is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast. Valley Fibercom is your new local provider for telephone, digital TV, and broadband internet service in the community of Arlington. Stop by our office at 209 Kassan Avenue in Volga or 209 Calumet Avenue in DeSmet and pick your services. Our staff will be on hand to answer your questions and show you why Valley Fibercom should be your provider of choice. Call us today at 1-866-45-FIBER.
Badger Oil has been a trusted name in southeastern South Dakota for over 30 years. They specialize in auto repair, mobile and Chevron lubricants, propane tank sales and installation, temporary heat sources for construction and fuel, plus propane, gas, and diesel. Whether you need a tank filled for a backyard grill or for your farm or home, Badger Oil can handle all of your needs. They're family-owned and take pride in their customers. Call Badger Oil today at 983-5412. Badger Oil, proud supporters of area athletics.
With the Core Trust Bank mobile app, you've got your community bank in the palm of your hand. You can check balances, pay bills, manage your credit and debit card, and even deposit checks without ever visiting your bank. But if you'd rather stop by a branch, we'd be happy to see you. Because with Core Trust, your community bank is everywhere you want us to be. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations.
Member FDIC.
The Main Stop into Smith and the Handy Mart in Arlington are here to serve you. As your locally owned gas and convenience store, we are open 7 days a week. Check out our delicious food menu, including Godfather's Pizza. Stop by before or after the game to grab some snacks and refreshments. The Main Stop and Handy Mart are proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast. Good luck to all the area athletes this season.
Kingbrook Rural Water in Arlington is a solid presence in the area and a strong supporter of area high school sports. With reasonably priced, reliable, quality water, Kingbrook Rural Water in Arlington is here to serve you and your family only the best, providing your water needs for present and future members. So call 1-800-605-5279 today or visit us on the web at kingbrookRuralWater.com. Be rid of your water problems and have great tasting water with just a twist of your wrist. Kingbrook is an equal opportunity employer and provider. King Brothers Heating and Cooling is a proud sponsor of the Arlington Cardinals. We are here to help you with all of your residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs. We service and replace furnaces, air conditioning units, and heat pumps, and also offer water and sewer repair and new installation, sewer cleaning, and camera service. We repair and replace water heaters and water softener systems. No job is too large or too small. Call us for a free estimate at 605-203-1760. King Brothers Heating and Cooling wishes a safe game to all of our athletes tonight. The 1481 Grill in Arlington is where you can find fun, diverse, home-cooked food and amazing daily features, all at a great value, served by a friendly and attentive staff. Join them for a great experience tonight. They are open Monday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Looking for the perfect gift that gives twice, once you give it and again when it's used? Something that always fits, it's always in good taste, available in any amount and never expires? A 1481 Grill gift card. You can pick them up, have them mailed to you, or get them online at 1481grill.com. The 1481 Grill in Arlington, where we're keeping life fun at the 1481. Call Jesse Vincent Construction for all of your excavating needs in Arlington. We specialize in excavation, sewer, and water line installation and repair, new construction, and all of your additional dirt work needs. Jesse Vincent Construction is proud to support the Arlington boys and girls basketball teams. Call Jesse at 605-203-0149. Go Cardinals! Stop by Maynard's Food Center in Arlington, Lake Preston, and DeSmet, and check out our wide selection of fresh meat and fresh produce. Be sure to download our awesome app where you can access our weekly ads and coupons, as well as collect purchase points for future discounts. Maynard's in Arlington, Lake Preston, and DeSmet, your hometown grocery store, is a proud supporter of all our local athletes.
26-19, low-scoring affair here at halftime. Raiders with a 7-point lead, trying to get their revenge for earlier in the year when Arlington went into Oldham, Ramona, and took that game by 10 points. Some first half stats here for you. Start with shooting percentages. Raiders 34% from the field. Cardinals 29%. Cardinals 25%, 2 of 8 from three-point range. Raiders just 1 of 8 with 12% shooting from three-point range. Both teams struggling at the free throw line. Arlington 1 of 6. Raiders 3 of 7. We'll go points in the paint, 16-12 in favor of Oldham, Ramona, Rutland. Bench points, Arlington leads that one 8-6. Rebounds, slight lead for the Cardinals, 23-21. 8 steals from the Raiders, 6 steals from the Cardinals. Just active hands. We've seen a lot. I think a lot of the steals that Arlington is getting is just some bad passes on that full court press. But we've seen bad passes from the Raiders, I should say, that are leading to those Cardinal steals. As for the Raiders, it's a lot of this active hands. They've got some nice wingspans on that team. So using those active hands, getting that tip that, finds one of your teammates' hands, or using those when Arlington brings that ball down, using your hands to kind of poke it loose or take it away. Look for some adjustments from the Cardinals, maybe keeping that ball up at your chin in what they call triple threat stance. And back after its long break, we'll go with Coach Ricky's Keys.
What do we just call it? The Ricky Report? I think that we've lost that. I think that probably got patented somewhere else. I think that's maybe why we got away from it. But no, let's just talk about the keys here for the second half. Let's start with the visiting Raiders. Some of the keys: continue your patient post play on offense and defense, and we'll talk a little bit about both of those. Offensively, they've done a great job, right? They've gotten Arlington on their heels on the defensive end. They've gotten them up with the pump fakes and created great opportunities and gotten to the free throw line and converted at an okay pace. I think both teams would like to convert at a higher rate for free throws, but they got 7 attempts in the first half, and something they look to continue here in the second, especially if they continue to maintain this lead, because typically when you've got a team on the ropes like that, the aggression will only continue to go up and up as the game progresses, and a lot of times it's not necessarily in a good way. You usually lose some of that fundamentals because you get to a little bit desperate. You want that momentum swing. You want those big plays. So for them, just be patient in the post. Don't let Arlington phase you or get you out of your game. Continue to do what you do. Commit to the press break. The runs that we've seen Arlington go on have been off of those steals, quick steals. There was a run there at the half. They had almost 3 in a row, basically, extra possessions off of steals from that press, full court press rather, from Arlington. Commit to that, right? And this isn't meant to be. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but it just came down to a lot of lazy and kind of complacent passing for RR, where they'd give up a basket or something like that, and they just kind of thought they'd be able to waltz it down the court, and all of a sudden Arlington jumped on it. Specifically Tommy Bacon, Riley, those guys who are active and they're hustling all the time, all over the place. So they can't get lazy with those passes. They can't just assume that they're going to get granted full court access there on the other half. They have to commit to breaking that press and then focus and being patient on it. When they've done that, they've been really effective on the offensive end. And then defensively, got to box out. Arlington right now has the advantage, like you said, in the rebound category, 23-21, right? Not something you'd expect. Again, undersized. We've seen a lot of offensive rebounds, but Arlington has had more opportunities and taken advantage of those hustle plays. So they have to box out. They have to commit to getting man-on-man there. For the Cardinals, box out, same thing, right? We don't have to rehash that. They got to box out. Maybe think about switching to a man-to-man defensively. I know that's tough because you're going to have to commit to the help defense, but communication, I think it's going to be easier for their rebounding game. Get back to the solid screen and roll. They continue to do it, but again, I'll use the same terminology. The screens have gotten a little lazier. They've kind of gone, the half screen. Commit to the full body screen, the roll and seal, and get those looks because you have those mismatches, and that's when you were effective early in the game. And then stay down. Don't anticipate, dictate, right? Use your verticality. We talked about it a little bit off the air. Everybody wants to guess before the person goes up for the shot. Read their cues, understand the player. There's a little bit of that basketball IQ, and when they commit and go up to the shot, you match them and you dictate. You might not get a block, but you'll be right in their face, and they won't be able to see a darn thing. That's what they got to do here. Don't try to anticipate, dictate, slow the thing down, be patient. Take some notes here from the RR in the first half, and it'll be a fun second half here.
The Cardinals will start with the ball here. Down 7 to start the second half.
And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but really the only individual foul trouble to watch here is maybe Evan with 2.
Evan and Blake.
And Blake as well, yes,
yeah.
thank you.
So Fonseca and Madsen both for the Cardinals with 2. I think it's pretty spread out on the Raiders. I don't know if they have a player with 2. Stephenson trying to find Madsen. Tip, though, and taken away by the Raiders. Devaney bringing it up. Inside to Hoyer. And I think Stephenson's going to get the foul call here for Arlington on the ground. Raiders ball underneath.
And if they're going to stay in that 2-3 zone, one thing you got to talk about in that 2-3, whoever your bottom baseline guys are, so Stephenson in this case, you got to commit. You got to be toe-to-toe with that middle defender. You guys have to create a gate, an impassable gate, and he has to pass out to the corner and force a 3. That's the only way you're going to be able to stop Caden here in the post.
Stephenson's first of the night, and Hoyer gets that one to fall.
Again, good drop step there. Great move and post presence there by number 22 for the Raiders. It's going to be tough. How can the Cardinal defense adjust?
Bacon lobs it into Madsen. Madsen draws the double team. Hoyer gets the block. And Raiders will get the ball.
And it's tough. That's a really good help defense, right? Blake wasn't quite ready there for the crash down help defense. And great awareness there. Good block from behind.
Devaney. Over to Garrels. And Schneider inside.
And just that patience. And again, they're just leaving too much space there on the inside. They're using that, the drop step. When I say that, they're using that backside foot. They're curling around the body of the defender and creating space and a lane to the hoop so they're not as contested. Just done a great job here to start the half for the Raiders offense.
Bacon tries to find Fonseca. Schneider gets the steal, though. Quickly up, three-pointer. No good. Fonseca with the rebound. Miller loses it, though. Look at the block, though. Garrell is putting in a lot of work there for the Raiders. Baseline floater, it's good. Miller will pick up the foul. His first for the Cardinals. I'll
tell you what, he's had kind of a rough shooting night here tonight, but good job to commit there. Played the inside game there instead, got the step because of how much attention they've been paying to him outside of the arc. Great job creating space there, got the floater to go and the chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Antonin, Burns, and Paxton check in for the Cardinals as Miller, Bacon, and Fonseca take a seat. Free throw, no good. The free throw woes continue for both teams. Madsen using the pump fake on Hoyer there.
There it is. Yep, a little bit of their own mess, and patient offense leads to an easy bucket. Great job by Blake there. Good find by Antonin as well. That was a laser of a pass.
Three-pointer, no good. Antonin with the rebound. We'll go back the other way. He's going to drive, kicks it out to Stephenson. Corner three, no good. Schneider with the rebound. Garrels with it, over to Schneider. Inside, no good. And going to have a held ball here. Possession arrow in favor of the Raiders.
And it's a step in the right direction, right? You're not allowing the easy rebound and the easy putback, so good hustle there by Mr. Burns and Stephenson and the down low. But, hey, even if it takes two of you, just commit like, hey, you hold my hand, I'll hold yours, and we're going to box this guy out together. Sometimes it takes teamwork, right? Teamwork makes the dream work.
Three-pointer, no good. Paxton with the rebound. And him back the other way. He'll try a three. Might have been a pass to Paxton. His shot's blocked. Caden can't get it to fall. And Hansen with the rebound. And 30-second timeout taken by Oldham. Ramona Rutland. We'll take a quick break as well. 32-21.
Badger Oil has been a trusted name in southeastern South Dakota for over 30 years. They specialize in auto repair, mobile and Chevron lubricants, propane tank sales and installation, temporary heat sources for construction and fuel, plus propane, gas, and diesel. Whether you need a tank filled for a backyard grill or for your farm or home, Badger Oil can handle all of your needs. They're family-owned and take pride in their customers. Call Badger Oil today at 983-5412. Badger Oil, proud supporters of area athletics.
Raiders have extended their lead to 11 here. 5 minutes left in the third. High pressure defense there from Burns. Inside Hoyer. Can't get it to fall.
Nice.
Long rebound goes out to Burns. He finds Stephenson. He drives. He can't get it to fall.
And again, you love the aggression. They're continuing to attack that post. Just have not been able to get him to fall here. And that defensive presence from the Raiders in that first half is paying off here in the second.
Hoyer inside. Hansen for three. It's good.
That's tough. Hey, great finish there. Great shot by Hansen. I think if you're the Cardinals, though, yeah, that shouldn't scare you too much. They haven't converted at a high clip. You got to continue to commit to slowing down that post game.
Paxton inside finds Madsen. Madsen kicks it out to Stephenson. Burns now with it in the corner inside to Paxton. Paxton can't get it to fall. Schneider with the rebound. Garrels with it. Devaney. Over to Hansen. Hansen back to Devaney. Hansen. Almost loses it. Hoyer elbow jumper, no good. Paxton with the rebound. Antonin. Bring it up. Inside. Blocked by Hoyer, gets his own rebound. Stephenson with it. Stephenson baseline wide open. He'll draw the foul.
Nice, good job there. Again, using that space. They were looking for the screen and roll. Gets a little bit of a crease, takes a baseline, gets a foul call.
Second foul for Garrels.
And at the pace that the Raiders are playing right now, the Cardinals are really going to have to start to emphasize quality looks and just an emphasis on executing on the offensive end, because even though we have a whole about a quarter and a half left, again, at the pace that the Raiders have played, they've really slowed this pace down, and they protected the ball a little bit better here in the second half. Arlington's really going to have to emphasize execution on the offensive end for their half-court sets.
In and out for Stephenson. And to say last touch by Fonseca. Stephenson will take a seat. Bacon checking back in for him.
Good defense.
Schneider with it. Hansen. Into the corner to Pooler. Back to Hansen for three. No good. Schneider with the offensive rebound. No good on the putback. Held ball. Possession arrow to the Cardinals.
Good hustle there by the Raiders, and that's tough. Obviously, there's a lot of contact down there. But the way you really got to sell that, because you'll get it if you really commit to that box out, you'll get that over the back call there.
Bacon drives, and he's going to pick it. Or he's going to draw a foul, excuse me. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul is going to be on, I believe they're going to give it to Schneider. Schneider.
Again, one of those little areas. Again, basketball is not, I think most people want to point to specific, like a handful of 3 or 4 stats on winning a game, but there's so many small ones that contribute to a game. And right now, free throw percentage here for the Cardinals has been escalated into a huge factor. They have gotten plenty of opportunities. They've been aggressive in the post. Just not been able to convert at the line tonight.
Bacon 0 for 2 there. Can't quite get his own rebound there as well. Cooler. Devaney quickly over to Hoyer. His shot no good. Burns gets the rebound for Arlington. Outlet pass to Bacon. Miller. Burns. He'll drive.
Oh.
Loose ball gathered up by Devaney for the Raiders. Cooler with it. Hoyer inside. And gonna get a hold here. Be underneath. Foul gonna be on Miller, his second. Burns and Antonin take a seat. Madsen and Stevenson checking back in for the Cardinals. So starting 5 back out here for Arlington. Jumper no good. Cooler is gonna get called for last touch there, and it will be Arlington ball. Bacon bringing it up over to Stephenson. Fonseca up top finds Miller. Madsen.
Different offensive look here for the Cardinals. Let's see what kind of outcome they're looking for here.
Miller corner jumper no good. Fonseca with the rebound. He can't quite get it to fall. Stewart with the rebound, and Cooler will bring it back the other way for the Raiders.
And I like the look, the offensive run-through look as far as the play set and everything. A lot of cut-through motion, trying to confuse that man-to-man defense. Great lefty finish by Blake Madsen there. A little bit of a run here, creating off of the turnover there.
A nice pass from Bacon after the steal. Devaney slicing through that full-court defense. Stewart in the corner. Up top to Cooler. He'll drive. Gets blocked by the rim on the way in. Miller back the other way for Arlington. Stevenson in the corner. He'll drive.
Oh, great look there. Found the hole in the defense there. Just off the rim.
Devaney. Into Hoyer. Back to Devaney in the corner. Cooler up top. Swing around Stewart. Lobbing it into Hoyer. And he'll draw a foul.
And that was a good job recognizing by the Raiders offense there, right? Still in that 2-3 zone. They're going to test their backside defense there. They swing it all the way across the top, and the backside baseline defender there wasn't quite quick enough to get over and help on that over-the-top pass there. Did a good job sealing, and he'll get 2 more free throws.
Hoyer gets the first one to fall. Miller picking up his 3rd foul for the Cardinals. Second one no good. Madsen gets the rebound. Fonseca able to scoop it up. Miller back the other way. Finds Stephenson in the corner. Tries to go to Madsen. Loose ball finds Stephenson. He'll get called for the travel.
Just a little bit of miscommunication there led to it. Tried to be aggressive on the inside, but again, that size for the Raiders just causing all sorts of problems for the Cardinals. And that's tough, right? You get inside like that, all of a sudden you're facing 6'1" and 6'5". That's no easy task. Oh, nice move.
Hoyer is going to get called for a travel.
Nice NBA move. Maybe I spoke too soon. He did a really good job drop stepping. He did something a little different this time. He drop stepped away from the basket to seal and create space, but then you can't also do the step through. You got to kind of put up the jumper, or the floater from there. So the first half was awesome. I loved it. He just combined 2 moves together that separately are great, but you just can't put them together.
No shot clock here.
Kind of like ketchup and mayo.
Madsen hands it off to Stephenson. He loses it. And the full court heave by Garrels is no good. 36-24, 12-point lead for the Raiders with 8 minutes left.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. South Dakota high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Point Raiders lead here. They'll start with the ball here in the fourth. Garrels with it.
Man-to-man look here for the Cardinals. I think looking to kind of take away some of those extra opportunities here for the defense.
And I think we're going to get a foul call.
And they are not letting Caden get anything easy in the post. He did work on him in the first half, not allowing anything easy. The tough part is you're in the fourth quarter now and you can't afford to rack up too many unnecessary fouls.
Foul there on Anton, his fifth team foul for Arlington. We're going to get 6 team fouls here as Madsen's going to pick up the foul, his third of the night for Arlington.
And that's tough. You're trying to be physical. You're trying to set that edge. You can't let him post you up, right? You can't make that easy. You want to try to front him or at least kind of make it half, right, where you can contest with an arm. And that's tough with the size and the strength right now that Caden's showing.
And Hoyer is going to pick up the foul here as Paxton gets good positioning down low to draw the foul. Burns will bring it up. Antonin. Up to Madsen. Swung around. Burns with it. Hoyer gets it. Garrels now with it. Back to Hoyer. He'll bring it up for the Raiders. Garrels. Nice find to Devaney down low for the easy lay-in.
Great job. Caught the defense sleeping there, had his eyes on the ball. Handler there wasn't paying attention to his man, right? They talk about splitting it. You can't have tunnel vision on defense. You have to be able to see your man and the ball. Focus too much on the ball there. Easy bucket for the Raiders.
Madsen inside. And it's blocked by Hoyer. And big group substitution, and just say Arlington going back out there with their 5 starters.
Here's that double screen again.
Miller, three-pointer, no good. Bacon gets the offensive rebound. He can't get it to fall. Madsen can't get it to fall, but he's going to draw the foul. Foul is going to be called on Hoyer. I believe just his second for the Raiders. His second for the Raiders. 4th team foul is Madsen able to make the first free throw.
And a rough 3 quarters at the free throw line. Can they have a little bit of redemption here in the 4th?
Both those free throws made by Madsen, double the free throw total Arlington's been able to have. And Bacon coming up with the steal. finds Miller. Miller going to lose it, though.
Good active hands there by the defense. Just about had a 3-on-1 opportunity.
Girls floater, no good. Say last touch by the Raiders.
And can they keep this momentum? Can they continue to chip away at this lead 1 point at a time? 6 minutes. They're going to want to rush things. They're going to want to push the pace. But again, if you focus on the execution, 6 minutes, you have a lot of time to really cut and make this a close game again and put the pressure on the Raiders.
Miller, deep three, no good. Long rebound goes to Devaney after a couple tips inside. Hansen with it. Finds Pooler. Madsen sends it back. Miller might have got a piece on that second shot attempt as well. Stevenson able to corral that one. Miller, three.
Hey!
Citizen State Bank, or Trust Bank. Not sure which one is staying open, but Miller is going to thank them with that bank shot. Timeout taken by Coach King. We'll keep it right here, though. Coach King, 30-second timeout, probably just getting set up, making sure everybody's in the right spot here on this press. Whichever press break that you might want to come out with.
First time, and that's huge. I love that timeout. First time since the first quarter, it's a single-digit lead now. It's a single-digit game, right? You got them on the ropes. They've got a bit of a run. I wish I had the exact run numbers for you, but they've scored the last couple possessions, and they're forcing some mistakes from the Raiders, who have been really patient here in that second and third quarter, and now you're starting to see some chinks in the armor a little bit. Some mistakes made, right? Obviously, Coach DeRung's trying to get them calmed down a little bit, get them back to it. But now they're going to focus, right? You're going to see traps, and I think they've been kind of doing this double team, man-to-man kind of zone-ish. It's a really poor explanation. But in the half-court set, they've been double teaming the guard on the top and then kind of rotating help defense on the bottom half. So it'll be interesting to see kind of what they do. A little more moisture accumulating on the court. Good of the refs to notice. I'm one envy of a beautiful hardwood court.
You know, with how much we sweat up here doing our job, I'm just glad that we don't have to worry about any slippery spots up here.
Tell you what, I don't know. My wife doesn't really respect the kind of physical toll that this takes on me to be up here and to put the energy that I put in every night. You know what I mean? Nice press breaker. Now I'll look for them to slow it down here in the half court.
You're going to have to let me know how that night on the couch is.
Oh, another mistake.
Pass. Stolen here by the Cardinals. A risky pass from Fonseca. A couple risky passes for the Cardinals, and we're going to get a held ball, possession arrow in favor of Arlington.
That's a lucky break. Like you said, a couple of risky passes in a row. Almost gave up the points off turnover opportunity. They get a lucky break there with the hustle play. Need to execute now here in the inbound.
Madsen hands it off to Bacon. Back to Madsen. He'll drive. Picks it out to Miller for three.
Oh!
Good.
2 in a row. Big shots here from Miller. Oh, they got to get set in the break, though. Or in the press, rather. Apologize for the folks at home. I think I just maxed out the audio on that one.
Timeout taken by Oldham Ramona. Rutland will have a full timeout here. We'll take a quick break as well.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late-inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of the late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Cardinals clawing their way back into this one. Just a 6-point lead here.
Fighting for their playoff life. It all comes down to this. Now, these are the kind of moments that shape and mold you as a player and as a team. How will you respond? 4:41 left on the clock. You got this thing down to 6 points, right? Can you have the patience and awareness of mind to execute on both ends of the court, not rush things, right, and execute? But the things that they've done so far that have gotten them is that hustle on the defensive end, getting those second chance opportunities. Can they maintain that here and maintain their defensive presence as well?
Hoyer pump fake. Gets it to fall.
And that's that patience. They haven't seen much of that here in the second half. Looking to get back to that. I'm sure that was part of the conversation in the timeout.
Miller over to Bacon. Madsen with it. Out to Miller for 3. No good. Schneider with the rebound for the Raiders. Long pass. Whoa. Finds Garrels. He'll try 3. In and out, using every part of that rim, but can't find the bottom of the net. Miller for 3, no good.
Sorry, I held my breath there. I don't think I had breath for about 30 seconds there. Holy smokes. Kind of a crazy play there. Look for the Raiders to try to slow things down here. I think that's what coach is trying to tell them here.
Schneider with it. He'll drive. Right lane, no good. Hoyer, though. Nice positioning.
And that's what's gotten him all night. He's just been patient. Caden posts up on the opposite weak side post. He sits there and waits for that second chance opportunity.
Garrels will pick up his 3rd foul for the Raiders, 5th team foul. Arlington been sitting in that 6th team foul for quite some time now.
Yeah, they've done a good job. Again, they've been aggressive, but I think they've toned it down a bit, and they've really focused on active hands and focusing on the ball rather than just kind of swatting at it, if that makes sense. Back to a 10.40 run there. That was big for the Raiders here with 3:20 left in the game.
Miller's corner 3, no good. Fonseca with the offensive rebound. Step through, can't get it to fall, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. First one, no good. Free throw woes continuing for Arlington. Bacon, the offensive rebound, can't get it to fall. Fonseca can't get it to fall. Bacon with
nice
another
pass.
Offensive rebound, finds Madsen. Hansen's going to be last Raider to touch it. It'll be Arlington ball underneath.
And they've been so close on so many. I'm sure I sound like a broken record, but close doesn't even begin to describe. They've done such a good job, and I believe they're still leading in that rebound category. They just have not been able to finish on those second chance opportunities.
Stevenson kicks it to Madsen. Madsen out to Bacon. Back into Madsen. Madsen. Jumper no good.
And I'll give you another unofficial one. I believe Blake Madsen, I hope they flash again. I think he might, I know he has the majority, but he might have all of their free throw makes here tonight.
I know he has at least 3 of the 4. That one in and out. Foul is on Devaney, his 2nd for the Raiders. Arlington now in the bonus with 7 team fouls for the Raiders. Madsen able to get the 2nd one to drop. 5 of 16. Arlington at the charity strike. 2-0. And Garrels wanted to pat some of Devaney's stats here as he gives him the offensive rebound.
You think they give the assist on that one?
Stevenson finds Madsen inside. He can't get it to fall. Schneider comes down with the rebound. Devaney into Hoyer. Back to Devaney. Garrels with it. Devaney. Miller's going to get called for the foul, and that will bring Devaney to the line for a 1-1. Miller's 4th. for Arlington.
And that's tough. He's provided such a spark from the three-point line, making a couple big shots here down the stretch. Going to have to be careful now not to pick up that fifth. Raiders have had a slightly more successful night here at the night. Not by much, but can they finish down the stretch here?
I wouldn't say successful. They've made the same amount. Raiders have just been to the line fewer times. Schneider with the offensive rebound. Hoyer up and under, and that's good. That's one spot that they have been successful in the paint. Miller to Madsen. Madsen inside. Back out to Miller. He'll try a three. Oh, no good. Hoyer with the rebound, and Bacon will get called for the foul. Hoyer will go to line for the Raiders. Bacon's second foul for Arlington, 8th team foul. So it'll still just be a 1-on-1 here. Just under 2 minutes left. Just a reminder here, DeSmet takes on the winner of this game tomorrow at 6 o'clock in DeSmet. That game can be seen through Valley Fibercom as well. Instead of clicking on the Cardinal logo as Hoyer makes the first, click on the Bulldog logo on their website, or a couple channels up or down on the TV station. I'm not sure which direction you need to go. As Schneider gets the offensive rebound and gets two. Bacon doing a good job drawing the foul there on Hansen, and he'll go to the line to shoot two for the Cardinals. Or, excuse me, 1-1, yes, thank you.
Sorry, I question myself because I know I'm not that intelligent when it comes to this stuff, so I just wanted to, you're usually the one I go to with that kind of stuff. Those of you who, obviously this is a purely audio presentation, and Lord help us the day that we get some sort of visual on that, but there's a lot of hand gesturing on this side of the table from myself. Whether it's just an emotional hand gesture or like a question mark kind of, I usually, it maybe help if I learn sign language or something like that. I can communicate probably a little more effectively. Thankfully, the audience cannot see that.
Tipped loose a couple times by Arlington, but will be Raider ball here as it rolls out of bounds.
And again, continue to fight here. Minute 45 left. It'll take quite a miracle here for them to come back in this one.
Full timeout here taken by the Raiders. We'll take a quick break.
It's been a trying year for parents. They've been confronted with countless challenges and have always risen to the occasion. If it isn't too much to ask, the 30,000 high school student athletes in South Dakota have one last request.
Please, set an example.
Disorderly fan conduct at high school athletic events is on the rise. It increasingly involves parents. There's no question that parents are passionate. There's no question they care about their children. But at a time when we're all wound a little more tightly than usual, it's worth remembering this about South Dakota high school sports. Always be a good example. Stop unruly fan behavior before it starts.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
50-33 here, Raiders with the lead. Minute 45 left. Schneider, home run pass to Devaney. He's just going to hold it. Hoyer with it. Garrels with it. Inside to Hoyer. Nice little backdoor cut.
Great job. He fought and fought. He kind of posted up higher and higher, and you saw Blake come into that really good roll and seal there. Good find there.
Miller finds Madsen. Floater well short. Hansen back the other way. Raiders with numbers. Finds Devaney. Out to Schneider. Inside to Hoyer. Thought about it. Instead kicks it out. Right decision there.
Yep, that was smart. You saw a couple of them. They had a little bit of blood in the eyes there. They were really looking for that shot. Smart play there by Caden to take a little bit of time off, and that'll about wrap this one up here.
And then coming in for Fonseca, senior getting his last home game. He'll walk off for the last time as the crowd applauds him. Miller over to Anton. Anton. Nice backdoor cut, finds Stevenson, blocked by Hoyer though. Stay Arlington's ball. And we'll have full group substitution here as Burns, Paxton, Lee, and Barstead check in for Arlington.
Couple quick late game substitutions as well for the Raiders, trying to quickly get those warm-ups off.
Warm-ups off quick. And 30 seconds left. Reminder again, DeSmit will host the Raiders here, or will host the Raiders tomorrow at 6 o'clock. That game can be found on valleyfibercom.com through their website, on YouTube as well on the DeSmit page, as the lanes miss there. Anton's three in the corner, no good. Rebound Raiders, and that will do it. 54-33, Raiders come in to Arlington to get their revenge from the regular season game. We'll take a quick break, come back with player of the game and some post-game shows.
Don't want to miss it. It's the last one of the year.
Valley Fibercom is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast. Valley Fibercom is your new local provider for telephone, digital TV, and broadband internet service in the community of Arlington. Stop by our office at 209 Kassan Avenue in Volga or 209 Calumet Avenue in DeSmit and pick your services. Our staff will be on hand to answer your questions and show you why Valley Fibercom should be your provider of choice. Call us today at 1-866-45-FIBER.
Badger Oil has been a trusted name in southeastern South Dakota for over 30 years. They specialize in auto repair, mobile and Chevron lubricants, propane tank sales and installation, temporary heat sources for construction and fuel, plus propane, gas, and diesel. Whether you need a tank filled for a backyard grill or for your farm or home, Badger Oil can handle all of your needs. They're family-owned and take pride in their customers. Call Badger Oil today at 983-5412. Badger Oil, proud supporters of area athletics.
As a proud community bank, Core Trust delivers more than just checking and savings accounts. We invest in the cities and towns where we live and work by volunteering to coach youth sports teams, supporting local charities and the arts with our time and resources. Whether we live in a rural town in South Dakota or a suburban city in Minnesota, it's a place we call home. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations.
Member FDIC.
The Main Stop in DeSmit and the Handy Mart in Arlington are here to serve you. As your locally owned gas and convenience store, we are open 7 days a week. Check out our delicious food menu, including Godfather's Pizza. Stop by before or after the game to grab some snacks and refreshments. The Main Stop and Handy Mart are proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast. Good luck to all the area athletes this season.
Kingbrook Rural Water in Arlington is a solid presence in the area and a strong supporter of area high school sports. With reasonably priced, reliable, quality water, Kingbrook Rural Water in Arlington is here to serve you and your family only the best, providing your water needs for present and future members. So call 1-800-605-5279 today or visit us on the web at kingbrookRuralWater.com. Be rid of your water problems and have great tasting water with just a twist of your wrist. Kingbrook is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
54-33, I think We were talking a little bit about it. Story of the game, just finishing. Arlington had 12 total made shots, not including the free throws. Raiders with 23 made shots. Just finishing under the basket. Raiders were able to do it a little bit more, and were able to get some good post moves there from Hoyer.
Yeah, and it really, I mean, if you have to break it down to an individual X factor, it really was Hoyer for him down in the post. His defensive presence, I think he ended up the game with probably 1 or 2 blocks, so it wasn't like, anything crazy, but his presence, I mean, again, at that 6'5", it's so tough. And we talk about the verticality of some of those post players, but again, it's so tough because they're able to match that without going vertical. They can just kind of stand there and again, dictate and just use that size to their advantage. So I think he was the factor, and then the second chance points for him were incredible.
Yeah, a lot of people that we kind of were thinking for player of the game. A lot of people hustling around there. Just thinking we're going to go with junior guard Tommy Bacon, though. A lot of hustle from him on both defense and offense. Made some nice passes inside, trying to set up that post game, and some just nice basketball IQ plays as well, all around.
Yeah, I mean, his last name lives up to it. I mean, when has Bacon never delivered in the morning at a fantastic breakfast? He never fails to deliver in the hustle category and in the hustle stats. The man brings the energy. He is the Energizer Bunny for this team. And look for him. I mean, I'm so biased. I've said it before. He's one of my favorite players to watch. I love the way he plays. That's my favorite type of basketball, are the guys that maybe don't get the stats or don't get those things, but he's so focused on the team game and laying it all out there for his guys, and you just see it play out every night. So well-deserved, and it's tough. Obviously, they would have loved to finish on a win here on the home court, but got to give it to RR, where they were able to finish at a higher rate. Just too many mistakes down the stretch, but a fantastic game for Mr. Bacon. Nothing away from him, his individual effort. That'll wrap it up for us.
And just a reminder for Oldham Ramona Raiders, and even if some Arlington Cardinals fans want to watch that game tomorrow, 6 o'clock, the tip-off against DeSmet. Game to follow that is Iroquois Lake Preston, Woolsey, Wessington. I'll be doing that one. That was a 10-point game in the regular season, so that second game might be a good one to watch. But that wraps it up here for us tonight and this year.
Sad, right? Last one of the year. I mean, I'm not going to get to see you for a whole year. My wife doesn't let me out of the house unless I'm getting paid for it. So I'm just kidding. I love you. No, it's a bummer. We love doing this. Thanks so much for those of you who tuned in throughout the year. If this is your first time and you enjoyed it, hey, guess what? Odds are we'll be back next year. They keep asking us back for some reason, and we love doing it. It's an awesome opportunity. I get to do it next to one of my best friends, and yeah, for some reason they keep asking us back. I don't know why, because I don't know what we bring, but hopefully we're a little entertaining, and yeah, we have a lot of fun doing it.
Hopefully you won't have so many vocal maintenance days next year either.
I think I'll work. We talked about that off-season regimen workout. I'll make sure I'm playing shape next season.
Thank you for watching tonight's live coverage of the game in Arlington, brought to you between the Arlington Cardinals and the Oldham Ramona Rutland Raiders. This game was proudly brought to you by Valley Fibercom, your best local choice for telephone and broadband internet. This game is also brought to you by the scoreboard sponsor, Badger Oil. Thank you, folks. Have a great night and a great rest of the year.
See y'all next year.
King Brothers Heating and Cooling is a proud sponsor of the Arlington Cardinals. We are here to help you with all of your residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs. We service and replace furnaces, air conditioning units, and heat pumps, and also offer water and sewer repair and new installation, sewer cleaning, and camera service. We repair and replace water heaters and water softener systems. No job is too large or too small. Call us for a free estimate at 605-203-1760. King Brothers Heating and Cooling wishes a safe game to all of our athletes tonight. The 1481 Grill in Arlington is where you can find fun, diverse, home-cooked food and amazing daily features, all at a great value, served by a friendly and attentive staff. Join them for a great experience tonight. They are open Monday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Looking for the perfect gift that gives twice, once you give it and again when it's used? Something that always fits, it's always in good taste, available in any amount and never expires? A 1481 Grill gift card. You can pick them up, have them mailed to you, or get them online at 1481grill.com. The 1481 Grill in Arlington, where we're keeping life fun at the 1481. Call Jesse Vincent Construction for all of your excavating needs in Arlington. We specialize in excavation, sewer, and water line installation and repair, new construction, and all of your additional dirt work needs. Jesse Vincent Construction is proud to support the Arlington boys and girls basketball teams. Call Jesse at 605-203-0149. Go Cardinals! Stop by Maynard's Food Center in Arlington, Lake Preston, and DeSmet, and check out our wide selection of fresh meat and fresh produce. Be sure to download our awesome app where you can access our weekly ads and coupons, as well as collect purchase points for future discounts. Maynard's in Arlington, Lake Preston, and DeSmet, your hometown grocery store, is a proud supporter of all our local athletes.